Okay, do I have dyslexia? This is for any person out there that has a question and is wondering, what does that mean? Do I have dyslexia? That's a very important question one should ask. If you're having an issue with any reading, anything, if you're a parent who realizes their kid is a little bit slower than their class, this is the 101, I would say, of dyslexia that you got to know. So first is the definition. If you look up dyslexia, this is what will pop up right away. A general term for disorders that involve difficulty in learning to read or interpret words, letters, and other symbols, but that do not affect general intelligence. So if you heard that, how I read that, I was pausing at the wrong points because I'm not a good reader. I'm a dyslexic. Um, but I knew afterwards when it came out how it sounded, but it didn't flow when I was talking about it. Now, that's very vague, as it said, general. When you hear general, it's vague, but it's letters, words, and other symbols. So it's math. It could easily be with math. That's what people. Whatever. That's another issue. And so, what is a very simple way to see if you have dyslexia? Um, well, first of all, if you do have dyslexia, don't worry. It is the most common learning disability. It is very common. There are more than 3 million US cases per year of people saying they have dyslexia. And that's in it itself crazy. Now, no one out there, if you look up what percent of the world is dyslexic, that varies. I've seen from 8% all the way up to 20%. Which is not normal if you look at the world, which means that let's go with 20%, right? That's crazy. The US says, the federal government, I think, if I'm not mistaken, says 15% still. That's very close. Now, if you do, if you, if you go by those statistics, that means 1 out of every 5 people has dyslexia. That means most probably someone you know has dyslexia. It also says that, like, if you have any issue with reading, it most probably means that you are dyslexic. So, what does that mean? Like, okay, I'm dyslexic. What is that? Like, am I weird? Am I not smart? No, exactly the opposite. Um, it does not impair any, I repeat, any of your intelligence. There have been number of cases about people that have dyslexia that succeed in the world. Just literally Google it. The list of people that have dyslexia. It is hard to find lists without people you do not know on it. That's scary. A couple just to start listing off. Steven Spielberg is known to have dyslexia. Um, Albert Einstein, they predict that he had dyslexia, and that's pretty interesting. Now, symptoms. This is symptoms of dyslexia. What do you think? If you have dyslexia, like, what does that mean? Why? How do I know? So this is many people. This is what it says. This is what it is. Many people may experience cognitively difficulty memorizing, difficulty spelling here, difficulty thinking and understanding. Not as much. Developmental. I'm going through myself. Okay, don't worry about it. If you fit any of these, it's easy. Learning disability or speech delay in a child. Interesting. Also common, delayed reading ability, headaches, or speech impediment. Huh. That's interesting. That's weird, right? Those are weird symptoms to have. I don't get why. Maybe headaches because you're working your brain so much. Now, there are a lot of interesting facts. If you want to do more research, I'm going to come up with other ones with different facts about dyslexia. It is important, if your child has dyslexia, take them and get them help. The hardest part about it is getting through school. Once you're out in the world, they're social, they're bright, they're so smart. Most dyslexics have a different way of thinking, so people want them around them because they're like different than everybody they hire. Um, and they could really help a community make sure they don't feel like they're worthless, because there's plenty of cases of people that feel stupid, and that's not something you want someone that's dyslexic to feel, because it um destroys their see, I'm blinking on the word, it destroys their let's think about this. Do 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 there. Okay, you most probably know the word. I'm blanking on it right now, but I like doing each one of these in one take. So you get it raw, you feel me, and it's not like edited like crazy. So it helps everybody. And it motivated. It does not impair their motivation, whatever that works also. Um, um, and it's important. It's very, very important that they feel smart. When someone feels smart, it's psychological. I don't know how to pronounce that correctly for this situation, but it helps them be motivated, and it helps them achieve. So definitely help them and tell them. And most people succeed. Give them that list of famous people. They will be shocked of how many people you know, how many people they know, and it helps so much, especially with technology nowadays. If you look at other episodes I've done, there's so many tools out there that you could use, that you could overcome so many of the obstacles that are out there. And definitely everybody has tools they're good at. So emphasize and focus on the things you're good at, and don't shy away from the things you're not good at. Also remember, every dyslexic's different. Some have ADD, some don't. Some have different ways of thinking, and some don't. So everybody's different in their own way. So definitely, if you don't fall into all the categories, or someone you know does not fall into all the categories, doesn't mean that they're not dyslexic. It just means they're different and dyslexic. Just that every single person in the world is different, they are different. Another fun fact to know is a lot of states and a lot of accommodations don't um, they don't classify as dyslexic. They don't classify people as dyslexic. So in some states you could get it, in other states you could get like the wording that makes it work. But definitely either get yourself checked out, or if you know for certain, whoever needs it to get checked out. If they know 100%, you don't really need to. Only when you get into like high school you want to get that checked out. But elementary schools, they'll work with you and say he needs reading disabilities. But a lot of places don't offer it yet. Keyword on yet. The world is transforming. If 20% of our nation and our world has dyslexia, then a lot of things got to change to make it work. But definitely take advantage of everything. Be nice. Take care of everybody around you. And if someone has dyslexia, help them. Embrace them and take them in, and show them the world that dyslexics has created. And I hope everybody embraces people accepting. And yeah, see you next time.